Contact KY3 and Buckling in Kids. During this National Child Safety Week, we are providing parents with a number of opportunities to make sure your children are safe on the road.
And we begin tonight with the most common mistakes in choosing a car seat for a child. Kara Rastelli joins us from our web center with more about all of this. Kara?
Hey, you know what? 9 out of 10 car seats in the Ozarks are being used improperly. About half the time, mistakes are made because the child is in the wrong type of seat for his weight or height. If you talk to most parents, they think they know when it's time to change car seats.
When it starts to not fit him right, I'll look it up probably on the internet and see if it's time to put him in a booster seat.
I think when the straps are getting too short on her shoulders and it's starting to feel tight.
When you're 2, you have to be 20 pounds, I believe, to do forward-facing.
But with infant car seats, rear-facing convertibles, forward-facing car seats with harnesses, high-back boosters, and regular booster seats, it's no surprise many parents have their kids in the wrong seat. The first mistake many parents make is keeping their babies in their infant car seat too long.
The baby will outgrow this in 6 to 9 months.
So be sure to check your manual and move your child to a rear-facing convertible car seat after he has outgrown his infant seat, and keep him there as long as possible. Facing them forward too soon is another big mistake parents make. Forget rear to a year. You should keep them rear-facing to age 2 or even longer.
Some rear-facing seats now go to 40 pounds.
Once your child reaches the weight or height limit for your rear-facing convertible, only then should you turn her around.
We don't see a lot of broken legs. What we're more concerned about is the brain and the spinal cord and protecting them. That's why we want to keep the child rear-facing for longer.
The next step for a child is a booster seat. But too often, Pam says, parents rush to move them out of the seat with a harness, the much safer option.
2 and 3 years old, their bones are just not dense enough, their muscles are not strong enough to support crash forces just in a seatbelt with a booster seat.
She says even though the law allows it, 40 pounds is just too small to be in a booster seat.
We need them to stay in a harness as long as possible.
If your car seat has a maximum weight limit of 40 pounds, consider buying a new seat with a higher weight limit before moving your child to a booster.
Some of these seats that look just like this have a higher weight limit harness to 50 pounds, 55 pounds, 65 pounds.
And finally, one of the biggest mistakes parents make, moving them out of the booster seat too soon. Missouri's law says children age 8 or over or weighing at least 80 pounds or at least 4 feet 9 inches tall no longer have to ride in a booster seat. But Pam says height is the only factor that should matter.
Yes. And a lot of people make the mistake saying the law says 8 years old, you can be out of a booster seat, you're 8 years old. And the truth is they probably need to be in that booster until they're between 10 and 12 years old.
There are plenty of other mistakes parents can make, which is why we want to help parents so it's a little bit less confusing for them. We're holding a webcast following this newscast right at 6:30 on KY3.com, where we'll have information for every age group. You're going to go to our homepage, click on live video, and you'll be able to see that information. The best information, not according to the law, but what's safest for your child. Go to KY3.com at 6:30 to join in. We can also answer your specific questions if you email news alerts at KY3.com or submit them on KY3's Facebook page. Finally, once you're here at KY3.com, you can also take advantage of our exclusive car seat calculator. Here you can enter your child's weight and your child's height, hit search, and you'll find out what type of car seat he or she should be in. For a child that weighs 23 pounds and 22 inches, they should be riding in a rear-facing infant car seat or rear-facing convertible car seat. Also online, you can test your knowledge with our car seat quiz to find out just how much you know about your child's car seat. So we'll see you at 6:30, hopefully on KY3.com, guys.
Okay, and then we also want to mention the car safety's check tomorrow morning, right?
Yep, from 10 to 12 right here at KY3 Studios. You can bring in your car and your car seat, your child too if you'd like, and our technicians from St. John's will check to make sure your child is in the right type of car seat.
Sounds great. Kara Rastelli there in our web center.